Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good morning. So for the class today, we continue for the next subtopic. There is a surface integral. So what is the surface integral? So this is the sum of the solid. Okay, so the surface, that's mean this area, is it? Okay, so we need to find this area. So let's say this one represent for the surface 1. Okay, so this one represent for surface 1. So the other side is the surface 2. Okay, at the bottom is the surface 3. Okay, so depend lah. If the bottom is the hollow, so there no any surface of the object. So what is the surface integral? So surface integral is to find the rate of fluid flow across of the surface in the scalar field. Let sigma is the surface with the equation z equal y over z. So let's say this one surface. So this one represent for surface lah. So kita boleh, so let's say this one okay, for that surface, what is the surface represent for that equation? Okay, so let's say they represent for the z equal fxy. So that means the equation projection of, if the z equal fx, so the projection must be look at the z axis. Okay, so projection in the xy plane, look from the x axis. So your eyes look at from the x axis, so the projection in the xy plane. Okay, projection in the y plane. So you tengok dari atas lah, atas atau bawah lah. Here, okay, depend lah. Okay, so the formula is the double integral. Okay, the function must be in the term of the xy. Okay, in the term of the xy, no more for the z in the function. So you need to partial derivative respect to the x, this function respect to the x, respect to the y, and plus 1. This one represent if the surface function, the surface equation is a z equal fx y. So what happened for the y? So function respect to the x z. Okay, function respect to z, the same formula. So when you change only this one, so the phi, so all this function must be in the term of the x and z. So x, so this one function of the x z, so z, and then you need dy dx partial respect to the x, okay, square plus, so this one y remain as the y, remain as the 1. Sorry, this one you need to remain as the 1. Okay, because we look at the equation is in the term of the y, so you projection in the x z plane. So this one 1, so partial y respect to partial z, square dA. Okay, so if the surface function is in the equal to x, so projection in the term of the yz. Okay, so double integral, so this one jadi function must be in the term of the y and z. Okay, no more x here, y and z, so multiply with the x jadi 1. So this one you can partial x respect to the y square, okay, plus, so yeah, plus partial x respect to the z square dA. So they for the surface integral, so they need depend on the surface equation. Okay, surface equation, where is surface equation in the term of the z, x or y. So depend lah x, so the function must be in term of the y z. So if the equation equal to y, so the function must be in term of the x z. So formula sama, okay, the same, using the same formula, but only different for the surface. If the surface z, projection as y plane. If the surface in the equation is the x, so the projection in the yz plane. If the y, so projection in the x z plane. This is only this one. So the formula same, only the projection of the surface. Okay, the different only projection of the surface. Okay, let's say we do some example. Okay, evaluate the surface integral. Semua skala field surface integral. Okay, so skala vector atau skala field. Okay, vector field, skala field. So the given the skala field because in term of the skala field, surface x square y z, okay, ds. So you tahu lah, this one adalah term of the skala field. Macam belakang skala field. Okay, adalah bentuk skala field ds. This one represent for the skala field. Kalau you tengok, you find the question in this form, so you know lah, this one surface integral respect surface integral for the skala field. Okay, where is S is the part of plane, Z equal 1 plus 2x plus 3y that lies above rectangle kosong 3 kosong 2. Okay, this is the question. So you need to integrate the surface integral. Okay, surface integral. Okay, so the given the plane, so this one plane, so plane ni represent for the surface lah, for the surface. So in the term fx, so this one adalah fxy. Okay, fxy. So you projection in the xy plane. Okay, xy plane. So you look in the xy plane. So this one akan represent for the x, y. Okay, lies above. So projection in the term of the xy. Okay, so the formula is a double integral. Okay, function must be in the term of the x, y and fxy. Okay, ataupun g lah, depend lah. So set, okay, partial z x kuasa 2 plus partial z respect to the y kuasa 2 plus 1 dA. This is the formula to solve for the surface integral. So you form this formula, double integral. So this one function adalah function here. So fxy equal 1 plus 2x plus 3y. So you masuklah dalam sini 1 plus 2x plus 3y, and then you determine for here. So partial z respect to the y kosong 2, this one kosong. Partial z respect to the x, sorry, this one x. Okay, this one y. Partial to the y, so 0 0, this one jadi 3. Okay, and then you substitute here, multiply dengan set 2 kuasa 2 tambah 3 kuasa 2 plus 1 dA. So you akan dapat this one 9 4 10 14. So set 14 keluarkan lah, because this one constant. Okay, 1 plus 2x plus 3y. Sorry, salah sini sorry. Yang lain betul, kat sini aja saya silap. So here, you look here lah, you need to solve this one. So dia akan jadi x square y z. So ini dah betul, tak ada masalah. So x square y, so z tak boleh ada because you need in the term of the xy. So you kena multiply dengan z lah. Z equal to 1 plus 2x plus 3y. Okay, and then this one get the set 40. Okay, so dA. So you need to expand here. expand here, you dapat set 14 expand sy square kali 1 sy square y x square y mati 2 di plus 2x cube y. So this one multiply here plus 3x square y square. Okay, so you determine for the dA. So now what is the dA? Okay, dA this projection in the xy in the xy projection in the xy plane. So you look here, so this one xy, so you need to form the plane, xy plane. Okay, you form the xy plane. Y x, so this one represent for the x. Okay, kalau dalam bentuk this notation, okay, so this one x1 x2 y1 y2. So x1 0, x2 3, y1 0, y2 2. So rectangle ni. Okay, this area projection dia lah. So macam biasa dy dx. So you nak start for what? Dy dx ke dx dy? So kalau kita nak dy dx, so y, okay, kalau first boundary must be look at the line. So line ni bersamaan dengan kosong, and and up to this line equal dengan 2. So x must be look at the point. So at the point, so point here sama, so point here start 0 and then up to here. Point here bersamaan dengan 3. So settle lah. So you akan dapat dy dx so y start from 0 to 2, x start from 0 to 3. So you solve this one and then you can get the answer equal dengan 171 set 14. Okay, this is the final answer for this question. Okay, boleh just kena hati-hati sini lah. This one use this one. Okay, for the function ni represent for here. Okay, represent for here, substitute here, but make sure no more z here, because the z in the plane. So for the function here must be substitute in the term for the x, y. So yang ini okay, so for here okay, for here yellow, this one you determine based on the function f, x, y. Okay, so dua benda ni je lah, kena hati-hati. Ni ambil daripada line surface integral. This one must be obtained from the surface function. Okay, surface function. This surface function. So two things. These two things you need to differentiate lah. You need to know. Make sure you use the same. You use the correct things. Okay, correct component. Okay, so let's redo for the next example. So evaluate the surface integral. Okay, the given x plus 2yz, okay, ds, where s is y plus z equal 4 inside x square plus y square equal 1. Okay, so the question here need you determine for the line and surface integral. Okay, so the first thing we write the formula double integral, okay, function. So you need to find where is your surface function. So let's say we use the fxy, surface function equal to z. So you know here as your surface function. So z equal 4 minus y. So when z your surface function, so the projection in the xy plane. So projection you need to look at this function. So this one represent for the circle radius at 1. Okay, circle radius at 1. Okay, y, z. So this one projection dia lah. So you dah determine what is the surface function and what is the projection. Okay, dah settle. So you tahulah the formula must be in the term of the function x, y and f x, y. Okay, so yeah, this one kita using ni sigma. So set partial z dx kuasa 2 partial z dy square plus 1 dA. Okay, so the solve step by step. Okay, the first here, what is this here? Okay, here selesaikan ni dulu. Here represent for this. Okay, tengok soalan balik. So dia jadi x plus 2y z. 2y ni plus sorry plus z, tapi z tak boleh sebab z is the surface function, so you need to substitute dengan this thing. Okay, substitute here. So z equal dengan 4 minus y. Okay, you substitute dengan 4 minus y, substitute here. Okay, you tengok here, and z ni you substitute dengan surface function. Okay, so you need to determine here. So how to get this one? View. Okay, okay, here must be look at the surface. So partial z equal partial x equal kosong. Partial z partial respect to the y equal negative 1. Okay, negative 1. So you substitute here. So you can dapat x kosong plus negative 1 kuasa 2 plus 1. Okay, dA. So you can get x plus 2y minus 4 minus y. So minus minus tinggal y lah. This one minus boleh cancel lah. Okay, y. So this one equal set 2 dA. So set 2 you keluarkan lah. Set 2 x plus y minus 4 dA. Okay, so dah settle, dah dapat dah this form. So now next step you need to look for the dA. So dA you can get from the projection in the xy plane. So xy plane, so projection y plane, this one projection, and then you can look the circle. Okay, you look the circle. So circle here lah. Kalau circle, better we can solve this one using the polar coordinate. Okay, senang lah kalau using the polar coordinate, more easier. So dA dia akan jadi double integral set 2 x jadi apa? Oh sorry, kita dah keluarkan So this one kita bring out set 2. Kita bring out set 2 equal set 2 bring out. So because we want to shift to the polar coordinate from the Cartesian coordinate to the polar coordinate, so x kita akan jadi r cos theta. Okay, y akan jadi r sin theta. So 4 lah. So dA can change to the r dr d theta. Okay, so you boleh selesaikan. So dapat set 2. So dia punya limit for the r kosong hingga this one 1 kan, kosong hingga 1. So limit for the theta whole, so they start from 0 to pi. So ni r kali dengan r, so dapat r kuasa 2 cos theta plus r kuasa 2 sin theta. So minus 4 for r. Okay, so dr d theta. Okay, So you selesaikan ni limit. So this one saya tak nak ajar lah, saya just stop sampai sini. So this one you solve kan, selesaikan, and the final answer is the 4 cert 2. Okay, simple So kat sini lah, start kat sini je. You kena be careful lah which one ni for which part, this one for which part. Okay, so this one how we can solve for the surface integral for the vector field. Okay, so we proceed for the this one for the scalar field. Okay, so this one we proceed for the vector field. Okay, surface integral for vector field are also known as the flux integral. So jangan confuse lah jika ada soalan, if they have the question asking for the flux integral. So flux integral defined as the surface integral. Sama lah, flux surface integral for the vector field ni equal dengan flux integral. So they have the same meaning. Okay, same meaning So let's say the sigma is the surface function in the term of the z, sama macam tadi lah, in term of the z. N is the unit normal vector which has two orientation on the surface, and R is the projection in the x, y plane. This one if the surface is equal z. Kalau surface equal x, okay, sama lah macam tadi, F in term of the y and z. If the surface equation with equation dengan y, so the surface must be in the x, z. Okay, sama So only the formula is the different. Okay, so this formula fn dot f dot n ds. So f dot n partial z y 1. This one for the z. This one if the z equal function. Okay, this one the surface with the equation, this equation for the surface is the z. Okay, so dia jadi partial z. Kalau equation the y, so dia akan jadi y lah, y x, so y akan jadi 1. This one akan jadi partial y respect to z, sama macam tadi. This one akan berubah lah, you can need changing depend on the surface equation. Okay, okay, so this one dia akan changing. Okay, so n ni, so n orientation okay, this one is scalar field, so you can solve using this formula. Okay, ijk. Okay, ni untuk upward, this one downward, so y is the upward downward. So this one lah similar. Kalau surface ni kita tengok daripada atas, so this one upward. Kalau dia ke bawah, surface ke bawah, so this one we call as the downward. So kalau kita selesaikan ni, if we solve this one, okay, f dot n so let's say you have the function f vector field is the SYZ. Okay, SYZ. So let's say you have the vector field f ni, f equal xi plus yj plus zk. So this one just example if you have the vector field, so you dot dengan here, okay, you dot here, you dot dengan n ni, so you can simplify in this term. Okay, in this term, so you can simplify in this term. Selesaikan ni, so you tak payah pening-pening kepala lah untuk selesaikan ni, kan look like messy macam complicated kan, so complicated. So this one when you solve, so you can simplify in this formula. Okay, so f dot ds. Okay, f dot ds, you can simplify in f dot ds. Okay, so you can determine what is the m is here, m, this one n, this one p. Okay, and then partial, so this one what, partial for the here, what is the function here. Okay, this one surface in the term of surface with the equation of the z, so the dg dx, dg dy. So kalau surface in the x, okay, x f y z, okay, so in this way, so yang you nak tukar adalah here je lah, x akan jadi m je, ni tak ada. So this one akan jadi partial y, so this one akan jadi partial z. Contoh je lah. So kalau y, so y yang tak ada nanti, ini akan jadi ada, ini akan jadi ada. That's all. That's the way okay, for the surface with the equation. So depend the surface equation. Kalau z, this formula lah. Kalau dia dalam bentuk x equal something, you can changing in this term. So For the upward and downward, so if the question stated the orientation of the flux in the downward, okay, downward, so you just put negative here, that's all. Easier, more easy lah, tak payah nak fikir ni. Okay, outward negative, plus negative, so it make you confused nanti. So better you simplify using this formula. So if the downward, you just put negative here. This one is still same. Okay, so let's say we do some example. Okay, find the flux of the vector field. Find the flux. So tahu flux ni samalah surface integral for vector field of the vector field across surface bounded by z equal 1 minus x square minus y square. Okay, so and x square plus y square equal 1. Okay, where f equal xi plus yj plus zk. Okay, this is the question asking for the flux integral. So what is the formula? Say so this is the formula for the flux ataupun surface integral for the vector field. So you need to find what is the surface equation. So surface equation juga, this one surface equation y z, surface equation z. So 1 minus x square minus y square. Okay, surface settle. So in the position in the xy, okay, so this one ada vector field. So vector field kita tahu this one represent for the m, n, and p ni yang saya viewkan ni. Okay, so you use this formula, double integral negative m adalah x. Okay, partial this function. Okay, so you partial g ke f ke ulang okay, say f respect to the x, so you akan dapat negative 2x. Okay, function f respect to the y, you akan dapat negative 2y. Okay, so selesai. So you masukkan negative partial respect to the x, partial respect to the x here, negative 2x minus n and y, was the y darab dengan 2y. Okay, and then plus dengan p is the z. Okay, so you akan dapat dA. Okay, settle. Okay, so the next step, make sure your terms, okay, your term must be in the x, y. Okay, in the x, y, no more z. So z here you need to substitute. Okay, kita selesaikan, simplify dulu. So this one akan jadi 2x square, ini negative 2 negative, so jadi plus 2y square plus z dA, but you need to chain z sama tadi lah. So must be all this surface integral in the term of the x and y. So 2, this one x square plus y square. So you plus dengan z, z equal dengan 1 minus x square minus y square. Okay, minus x square dengan y square. Okay, minus x square y square. Okay, so you simplify. Senang sinilah, 2 tolak. Ni tak payah simplify ni, better tak payah simplify. Okay, sebab nanti you nak tolak yang belakang tau. You need to minus dengan behind of the x square y square. So you remain je lah, remain 2x square plus 2y square. Okay, so this one tolak-tolak dia akan jadi x square, tolak-tolak akan jadi y square plus 1 dA. Settle lah. Okay, so this one boleh cancel ni dengan ni boleh cancel, ni dengan ni boleh cancel. So x square plus y dA. Okay, ni z ganti dengan z, this one z, substitute z jadi here. Okay, so you dah settle. So the projection in the xy plane, radius at 1, y at radius at 1. So kalau you tengok here, this one, so here this here, so better you change in the polar coordinate. If you want to solve for the Cartesian pun boleh, tak ada masalah, tapi quite messy lah kalau you nak gunakan dy dx. Okay, nak gunakan dy dx. Okay, so let's say you y, so y start from this circle. Circle ni adalah negatif, bawah negatif. So 1 tolak x kuasa 2, so negatif so yang atas akan jadi positif. 1 tolak x kuasa 2. So for the x, you must be look at the point. So point dia adalah this one adalah negatif 1, and up this one adalah negatif and up to this 1. So this one dia tengok line ni dulu, and up dengan line ni. So dia kena line yang bawah ni, senyum ni, and then top bawah dia kena line dengan masam. Line senyum ni here lah, and line masam ni yang here. So for the second, you need look at the point. So point ni negatif 1, this one 1, settled. If you want to use the Cartesian lah, so you can substitute. So you can substitute double integral x square plus y square plus 1 dy dx. So y start from the third 1 minus x square, negatif so this one 1 minus x square. So x can start negative 1 to 1. If this double integral, if you want to use the Cartesian, if you want to use the polar coordinate, this one some macam revision balik lah. So x square jadi r square, okay, plus 1, r square plus 1. So dA akan jadi r dr d theta. So here adalah dA. Okay, so boundary here for the r, so r start kosong hingga 1. For the theta dia seluruh, so dia start from 0 to 2 pi, okay, to 2 pi. And then you solve here, so the answer is the 3 pi over 2. So you check lah sama tak dengan jawapan ni. So kalau this one dia kena 3 kali 3.142 bahagi 2. So dapatlah jawapan dia. This in the numbers. Okay, this is the way how you can solve for the surface integral for the vector field. Okay, we do for the next example. Okay, for the next example, okay, sama dia flux insert, so ni kita buang. Okay, find the flux of the vector field. where they given the f equal xi negative zj plus yk. Okay, given this is a vector field where S is part of the sphere, x square plus y square plus z square equal to 4 in the first octane with orientation toward to origin. So this is the question asking for the surface integral for the vector field. So let we analyze the question first. So this one vector field, so the surface given in sphere. Okay, first octane orientation toward the origin. So orientation toward origin macam ni ke bawah. Contohnya you have the sphere, so towards to origin dia downward. Okay, so this one represent for the downward. Okay, so you need to find the function z. So z surface you guna z lah, senang. So x square sorry, 4 minus x square minus y square z. So this is the surface equation. Okay, surface equation. So surface equation z equals 4 minus x minus z. So you need to find here respect to the x. Okay, respect the x. So you dapat this one sama dengan 4 minus x square minus y square 1/2 lah. Okay, so this one you can using the chain rule lah, chain rule. Ataupun kalau you biasa you dah hafal tu, ni bawa ke depan, lepas tu differentiate dalam ni kan, 1/2 bawa ke depan. So ni kekal. Okay, 4 tolak x kuasa 2 tolak y kuasa 2 kekal, and differentiate terhadap x. So you dah dapat negatif 2x. So yang atas negatif 1/2 tolak 1, negatif 1/2. Yang biasa lah, biasa you selalu buat lah. Respect to the y, bawa ke depan 1/2 kekal, 4 minus x square minus y square. Okay, 1/2 tolak 1, negatif 1/2. So integrate dalam ni terhadap yang terhadap y. So you ni negatif 2y. Settle. Okay, so you dah settle here. Dua ni dia dah settle. So you need to look at the where is the m and p. So you tahu this one adalah m. This one adalah n. Okay, ambil negatif ni, jangan lupa. Kalau negatif ambil n, and y is the p. So you substitute dalam here, double integral. Okay, m x. Okay, negatif x. Okay, here you dah settle. So you masukkan je lah, kali dengan 1/2, 4 tolak x square tolak y square, negatif 1/2, negatif 2x. Okay, settle. So minus n negatif z, negatif z. Negatif z. Lepas tu you masukkan negatif z. Lepas tu you masukkan here sama dengan ni, masukkan 1/2, 4 minus x square minus y square, 1/2, negatif 1/2 tolak 2y. Okay, so plus p is the y. Okay, settle. Okay, this one you need multiply dengan dA. But you need look here, this one z kan, negatif z kan. So must be carefully lah. So you kena negatif z. Negatif z dengan ataupun negatif Z sama dengan negatif 4. Senang macam ni lah. Tak nak ada set sebab kita dah pakai 1/2 kan. Dengan 4 tolak X kuasa 2 tolak Y 1/2. Z is substitute je. So ni boleh cancel lah. Boleh cancel. Okay, so you simplify, and then when you simplify you akan dapat X square 4 minus X square plus Y square, okay, 1/2 dA. So this one saya dah simplify you akan dapat this answer lah. So dA, so dia punya projection in the sphere, bila projection in, when you use this one Z in the function of the x y Z, so projection in the xy plane. So when you projection in the xy plane, so Z equal to kosong lah. Z equal to kosong, so you akan dapat dia punya x square plus y square in equal to 4 in the xy plane. Okay, xy plane ataupun xy projection in the xy plane. Okay, so circle radius at 2, circle radius at 2. So better you can using the polar coordinate lah, using the polar coordinate. So this one using polar coordinate, x square akan jadi r square cos theta, cos theta. So this one kita tolak 4 tolak r square, ni kuasa 2 dapat r square 1/2. So this one multiply dengan r dr d theta. So r start from 0 hingga semua 2 So r start 0 hingga 2, theta semua first octant dia mention as the first octant. So first octant here je. So start from 0 to pi/2. Okay, so this one is simplify, dapat 0,2 pi/2. So kali r, so r kuasa 3 cos kuasa 2 theta 4 tolak r kuasa 2 1/2 dr d theta. So ni dalam bentuk produk So this one you look limit dia dalam constant. Okay, pi/2 dengan 2. So bila constant jangan pening-pening kepala, so you boleh split kan lah. Okay, ni kena hati-hatilah. I just remind you several times. So when you look here, only applicable when the limit is a constant. So you can split for the kosong pi/2. So cos kuasa 2 theta. So you multiply dengan 0 hingga 2 r kuasa 3 okay, 4 tolak r kuasa 2 1/2 di dr. So you boleh split kan lah. Okay, to how to solve this one, saya rasa all of you can dah banyak kali you dah repeated many time to solve for the integral. So I just give the hints. Okay, so for this one you can solve using apa, using what method? So you can using the trigonal identity. Okay, you substitute with trigonal identity. So here you can selesaikan using the u sub. So u sama dengan 4 tolak r square du dr, nanti dia boleh cancel lah. Okay, so you can solve this one. So the final answer is tak tulis final answer pula. Okay, saya tak tulis final answer pula. So try to solve and then get the what is the answer for this equation. Okay, dapat berapa jawapan dia. Saya tak selesaikan, saya stop sampai sini saja. Sekejap. Okay, ada. So jawapan dia adalah, the answer is sorry, so I have the answer. So the answer is negative 4/3 pi. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, you try to solve this one and then get this. The answer is negative 4/3 pi. Okay, that's all for the class today. I hope you do the more tutorial in the author that I given in the author and try to solve that the tutorial. Okay, thank you all.